nyɛla chaka bala kpira statistics where kama from UNESCO ni bakɔi dibaayi kam palli kpirimi duniya ŋɔ ni ka shɛli kpirimi ti kan nyɛli ni a dɔɣi bihi ka bia yisina ka ku tooi yɛli bi balli pumpɔŋɔ di ŋmanila ba kpɛrila yɔɣu man personally di takaha dima mi kana ku dirima mi ʒiya ŋɔ naya ka bi dɔɣi ma ba Accra ka n yisina n daa pɔrimi ka bi zaŋ ma chaŋ Accra Accra maa mi ti daa be function maa kɔnbɔnsili ka bi daa yɛra and also a ni chaŋ shikuru silimiinsi kpɛri wuhiriya a mi ni kuma yiŋa sambani ka a yɛn ti diɛm a mini a ba mini a ma idi bi diri alizama ka di ŋmani kama through that a ni tooi baŋ Dagbani maa and to me gba n ba mini n ma nima bin daa kpaŋmi maa gba ka bi force ka ti yɛli Dagbani maa din na ti ka n so ka tooi wumdi Dagbani maa ka yɛrigi biɛla biɛla maa and ni labina Dagbani ŋɔ around 2009 ka n pa baŋ kama ka takaha bihi ka n daa diri ŋɔ if n daa bin labina kuɣusi mali biɛli shɛŋa mini tuzo bihi shɛŋa ka bin na ku be Accra maa bin daa bi tooi kana kpe and bi tooi Dagbani viɛnyɛla kura and ŋɔ ni kana maa ka n ti nya kama no like I know nothing about Dagbani or about my ethnicity. I don't know the history, the culture, nothing. And whatever we hear down south from the news was either fabricated or exaggerated. And even to the extent most of us who grew up down south even didn't want to associate ourselves or to be called Dagombes or Dagbamba. And that's one thing. If you lose the language, you lose your identity, you lose the confidence, you lose your self-esteem as a person. And one thing that is natural to us humans is about your ethnicity. Then not natural. Then come balance that you get it from you buy it from the society, you take it from the society. You can change everything of yours, but you can't change your ethnicity. Have to change your family. What could do that? But after you company come on, no, you can never change it. But you can change identity. You have to change ethnicity. Sorry, not to change a political party or an identity or any other stuff. But what could do that? But I have to pay by Sharia. And being here, pump, also take up by lecturer. Our own actions as parents. Recently, in a Facebook post by a renowned politician, Dagbani, the bureau pump, nobody talk yes, when they can speak impeccable English, but they can't utter a word in Dagbani. And can know most of them. A lot of parents, when they dance off my, even in Tamale here, I know certain parents whose children cannot speak Dagbani. I am going to to them, they think Anja Simmons in Nila Jilmabi prestige. There's a prestige attached to and be yes, maybe now we think there's a prestige, but in the nearest future, it wouldn't. Because since Bayana, and if I'm just but one thing is, if on zona, couple women, couple to yellow yaban, then yet taka, because that's the only thing that will be unique. Because on just since one what else? What kind of way? I'm missing this video. Up to me, Paris limits from my up to me, Queen Elizabeth be what's the name? King Charles. Basically, is one up to me, power. No matter how you learn it, up to me, power. But what besides to them, you only can to I have ballet currently, to express them fluently in Dagbani, I have ballet. to hear proverbs. When I push in the manza comedy, I just feel so proud. I wish I could speak that, like him. But who to because I zone out with that upbringing. I didn't grow up learning Dagbani that way. So we as the new generation of parents, tell them send Kadina, the bottom therefore tell them at least the bottom that Joshua, but they were speaking Dagbani to us. Then not say it. But the one like we the current ones there, Chukuro seamlessly, Mukmayina seamlessly. Like I don't know what's Bukatukule Kubora. Like at the end of the day, what are you going to use? Yes, it's not important. It's not that like prestigious. Politician amount. Color and DNA. Look at other ethnicities like this Chinese, the Arabs, all those boys initially, but they don't really care about the grammar. They just speak it anyhow. I don't know, but we just don't want to give a chance for the local language to survive. To the extent school Shanana that man me Pierre and Beya and Yola was although the time when they did that in our schools, but I still hear this. So when the government is saying they should teach the Bani local language at the primary level. So as we have to sinity is Zani Mbanti and Sham ka the Balon Haripi. If the Balon then the culture, the history of Pionoma. If the language dies, then the culture and the ethnicity dies with the language. And the Yan Diwa Halapam, the what's the name? Don't the legacies they've established, the achievement the band don't put the band part their pluma, Kazan Timunuma, the vicinity Timun Kadian. The vicinity of bounty and mission, preserving for the next generation. Although it's going to be difficult because you are fighting with well established languages who are there's the new media, everything. Yes, but we shouldn't give up. We should also in our own little way, let's let it go. But at least it shouldn't be our fault. Then we should preserve for them. Preserve the power to the next generation after them. So and the other ways is how to preserve is one, let's speak English to let's speak Dagbani to our children. No matter what, much as we can't help it. But when they come home, as a parent, they don't yes, just speak Dagbani to him or her. And also the next one is the movie industry, the media, or the movie industry. We should produce child-friendly content where the caveat Dagbani that because the movie that we are producing, I don't think this generation like and they will rather watch these English movies and that's where they learn the English even faster. But if there's a content that is targeted to them, I'll ask to calculate the band it's easier for them to pick up the language and learn through those things. And I know there's no money in that industry, and that's where I think Nanama but got the phone because that didn't need tomorrow. Nanamo, that's your core. That was one of your core responsibilities to protect the tribe, the ethnicity, to protect the culture, the history, everything. And enough of the kind of buying new cars and building of houses from land sales. The money actually there from political man, at least a portion of it should be dedicated in preserving the history, the culture, and the language of Dagbon. At least there should be what's the name? It's only a deliberate attempt by the chieftaincy institution, the Goa Palace or the traditional council to invest in preserving the language and the history of Dagbon. I think you should just that's the least they could do. Enough of yes, it's good to live in luxury, buying your cars and build nice houses, but also invest in the legacy. Iyanum that chintin yamaki bakanti document. That's another point. And also Books writers, especially those teachers in the lower levels, they can write storybooks in Dagbani for children. And if these books are available to parents, they can read to their children at home. And through the reading, everyday reading, they pick certain words and they learn how to read in Dagbani and pick the grammar and the language from these books. And it's in this, and it is that let's try our best. And at any point in time, at every moment, wherever we find ourselves, and you see a Dagbani anywhere, I'm a B Seplo, Dagbani. So the more we speak it, the more people try to pick up certain words and learn. You know, I'm pretty down on it. And for now, I'm Akrabia, Kumasi. I'm pretty down. Bomu force of never yellow ballet, and I can't bring yellow ballet, and can do and double time. I can cabbage ballet, being an action, but Piancho Dane. Bokunya ka bo man Dagbana ka ko man kama kombo nya be tonzo nyere nya ben bien che mpye ya ko mo sili be be sili ya Dagban ma on aku ya biala bia bo yan wo me ya on to flowing Dagbani throughout and you ya ka gabro sili the bia run but that's what can't I like that's how I grew up uh Ndị bụ zasị ka mgbakwunye Dagbani fio kabu zasị mesịrị gabro for me but mbuto na la ba biara biara ne band man biara biara na mbuto para level be ne even mbuto na but bia no be pusta na la so at the Media Foundation them chill production whatever them chill history preservation cultural promotion and all that 2013 has chill na aku lab na after high school I'm no what is happening is wrong. That and there was no website or any platform that was uh, that contained you can get access to Dagbani literature to read. There was one, Dagbon.com, tuberculosis here. There was one and it wasn't there apart from Adibu Dali and some few historical stuff. And after high school, not in school, I know that I have to do something. And I created the first website and started going, changing process and so and Anchang Shawya Bhuvanasa Board with Shaka Salu and Saka posted it on what's the name on the website of kingdom.com, Kakana, Facebook. We are the first page on Facebook to start preserving and promoting the Bang history and culture on Facebook and so other social Facebook, Instagram, and other places. So that kind of come from Daniel, but there's a lot, and that's very good. We have other platforms as well that these are bank at the bank like can promote the language, can promote history and G will be cutting like now there's a different perspective our as we are changing the narrative. But we need more and we need more what's the name more people to join come on board Bumima with the Dagbana with the history and they shouldn't shy away they should come on board and share what they know. Actually, I am there to share it, kind of touch you so can renew your spirit to learn language or the history now. Be perception share on mal about the Bamba or nordness can change it. So we have to try our best to use the medium, the social media platform we have to promote that one in the positive light. Carbon biara so no be my video like talking about me and check out looking down from the ground. And that's why our page doesn't promote anything that's demean the bamba or be zable be I know we don't do that. Anything negative is off our page. Zable then we are more the type of zable we won't post it. We won't post it, but we are on just history lessons, cultural practices, that and all that. So coming video, can be come the actually flash and zero yɛma no nyɛle and maybe agba ayɛnom dɔmne abiɛle be atuzopa be apa yɛda be esiminsil bi akam no yɛno ɔde no la ɔyɛ ndagba no lasem na ayɛnom dɔmne den para la ataka ma tinti bi ma ka din tabla on yi sina kaka confidence on yi sina kaka kama low self esteem These are the affect me in all work life or social life. These are the affect me. And you don't know. You think what you are doing is and you're seeing then numbers. No. But if you change the narrative now, as I am someone mtu yakapa angu mashapulo kam kas come a different opinion be my power na pa and to leave you under the comment section and where you can share to other people to also watch and also pick one or two from the financial media. Thank you very much for your